Welcome to Listen, Argue, and Repeat. Riffs and reflections from two people who barely get along at all.
I don't know, man. I think it's really more related to how music tastes are just so different.
I don't know. I can think of about 200 other conversations we've had in the past that kind of kind of veer in a different direction, and then we end up veering in different directions. But for some reason, we
We're
well, we
still
always
friends.
we always come back to this bond we have.
Yep.
So I'm Ryan,
I'm Michael.
and this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna listen to songs we've hand selected for each other. We're gonna argue about why our songs are good and the other person's wrong, and then we're gonna repeat the cycle over and over and over again. So that's kind of how it's gonna work.
Yep.
I have a special reason for my song I've picked this week. We'll see if Mike has the same thing for his. So nope, even better. We're off to a smashing start this episode. So let's do some rock, paper, scissors before the pain begins. Ready, Michael?
I'm ready, Ryan.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. We always end up with paper at the beginning. That's okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Paper beats rock. Oh boy.
All right, lay it on me, Ryan. What do we have?
Okay. So
What's the special connection you have with this one?
this one's nostalgia. This is pure nostalgia. So
I like nostalgia.
yeah, you like nostalgia? You're not gonna like this, but you like nostalgia. So the reason I picked this song is I don't remember listening to a lot of music growing up at all. I don't feel like it was something that was played a lot in the house. Like it could be, and I've just forgotten. But there were a few different groups that I do remember hearing a lot of. I remember hearing a lot of the Beatles, which I'll never play on here because then we'll lose the channel. Neil Diamond, which I won't play on here because I want to stay awake. And then this other individual, James Taylor, uh, who's a folk artist who's been around for quite a bit of
Wow.
time, from Massachusetts. These tapes were routinely played in our car during drives. So the particular song here, the entire album I pretty much had memorized from the amount of times I heard it as a kid in the car, and since we just had Mother's Day, it's been on my mind, so I figured I'd share it with you, hopeful that you would be able to appreciate some of the musicianship in the song. So I'd like to hear your thoughts on that because it's not like a rock and roller. So
Right.
I'd love for you to be able to really listen to the instrumentation and tell me what you think.
I will. I'm excited. I know of James Taylor. You and I have different backgrounds. I grew up listening to music in the car, at home. I was making mixtapes back in the day. Like when I was 8, I think I was 8 years old. I was mixing tapes, making these mixtapes of songs that I loved, and you know at the age of like around 9, I was watching concert videos and watching rock and metal videos, and I was imitating them as a kid at home, like in the living room. So, different backgrounds, man.
Definitely different backgrounds. Uh, the first album I think I had was Polka Party by Weird Al Yankovic. So that shows where we're going. And the first album I bought with my real own money when I really got into music when I was 16 was actually Marilyn Manson's Mechanical Animals. So it shows the difference. But I won't show Manson because you can't stand him. So, yep. We talked before we even started the entire series about certain things if there's something we didn't want to play, and I don't really have anything off limits, but I appreciate Mike, and I know he does not appreciate Marilyn Manson, so we will not be playing any of his music here, although I've thought about sneaking one in, but
I mean,
I do
I want
appreciate Mike. So
I wouldn't like bite your head off or anything like that. You know that. You could if you wanted to. Just know, there would be something special.
yeah, no, I'm not in that place, so we're not going to do that. So we're going to listen to Carolina in My Mind by James Taylor. Michael, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Three, two, one, play.
In my mind, I'm gone to Carolina.
That acoustic guitar sounds so good.
It's extremely thin. I'm surprised you like this.
Well, he's all fingerstyle too.
I don't care. You have always criticized my acoustic guitar for being too thin.
It's very thin. Remember, it's nostalgia. I don't like yours because it's you.
When he's honest.
Yeah, it's 100% what I'm going to say. Yep. And again, I have to remember this is recorded in either the 60s or the 70s, so you hear a lot of the bass is really present for me, even though it's just like a walking bass line. And the kick's really pronounced. I wouldn't expect such a pronounced kick, but I guess you needed to fill the mix somehow.
Was that a steel guitar I heard?
Yep,
Yeah.
a little bit, yep.
I would rather go to the dentist and have him use his drill in my mouth than listen to one steel guitar.
Why, is it triggering for you?
Let's just say country music and we don't get along.
See, I can see where this blurs the line of country, but I still feel like it's more folky.
It is folky, but that steel guitar, man. Ooh. I mean, I would argue this is more country than like the pop rock country that we hear today.
Oh, that's not country.
It's classified as such.
Yeah, I know, but it's not. I think of old Johnny Cash and other things like that as country. I like that walking bass up there. And I like how the drums, when it does their little fills, it's super simple, but it fits here. Like, wouldn't be crazy for a bombastic here.
Where have you been? This is like an antithetical to my understanding what you are like with your drumming. I mean, your pauses, even the guitar pauses. You have told me never do that. You don't like it when I do that.
No,
Yeah, this
you
is
do it
okay.
terribly. That's different.
Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moon?
These pauses feel like they fit. Sometimes when you do the pauses, they don't fit. They just feel like, I forgot something. This feels authentic. Not trying to sound like a jerk to you at all. There have been plenty of times where I've put pauses in music where it sounds awful. There's been plenty of music that I've recorded. I'd say more of it than I've ever done. That's just not good, and I can freely admit that. You know,
Right. I have known you long enough. That's not gonna hurt my feelings, bro.
I know it's not, but I'm telling you also. Somebody who could say it, I could say it about myself before I'm gonna say it to anybody else. I am a average musician on a good day.
Okay.
But
So
things fade out's ridiculous. Like, you're trying to talk and he's still talking about being gone.
yeah.
Okay, I think he finally stopped now. Cocaine ended. All right.
Okay. So that was extremely folksy. It borders country because of that steel guitar. Being from Texas, I kind of speak with authority when I say this. This did cross the line into country, just a tad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan. I do not. So the musicianship. Let's talk about that first. The instrumentation, the musicianship. Obviously, the person playing the acoustic guitar. I'm going to assume it's James Taylor is actually doing it. Arpeggios and chords. It's all good. Tone-wise, that's like my kind of tone. I like my acoustic guitar to be a little bit thin, on the thin side. That's the reason why I like to record it, with the SM57 aimed like around the third fret, maybe sometimes the nut. It all comes down to how thin, how many times am I gonna layer it?
Yep.
But so the guitar tone was good. Music, I have no complaints other than it was too country for my liking. I definitely will not be listening to this again. No offense to James Taylor or anything like that. It's just this isn't my cup of tea. But I have nothing bad to say other than it's not my cup of tea.
I feel like I'm trying to date again like I was younger because it's been 10 attempts and I've struck out on all of them with you. So,
Although I will say the steel guitar, I don't like steel. It's okay, whine. I don't like that. I do not like that sound. Again, no offense to anyone who does. Nothing like that. It's not for me. I'd rather have a dentist drill in my mouth giving me a root canal than listen to the twang or the whine of a steel guitar. Again, no offense to those who like it.
so what I liked about this, I feel like the guitar, when it has this kind of tone, the acoustic, it definitely helps fill in the space. I think more for when you play it, I think you definitely don't play this way.
I mean,
And I
I play
think
arpeggios.
you play arpeggios, yes, you do. Those are usually on the electric, but you don't play in this
It's
style.
true, it's true.
And I think when you're trying to, if you tried to put this into like a rock mix, it's going to sound awful.
Yeah. Oh,
So
okay.
that's more what I mean.
Gotcha. Okay, no, that makes sense. That makes
Okay,
sense.
I'm trying to be a little more constructive, not just like you're terrible.
Well,
Because you're not terrible. So,
uh,
but the 20-year-old me would have said that with about 6 extra added profanities in just for dramatic effect.
and well, with that said, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I need a cup of coffee now because I need to wake up.
That's right. You know
Speaking
what?
of waking up,
One of his YouTube comments on the song, this song sounds like a warm hug. So I figured you'd like that because you love warm hugs. You like the Texan Olaf over there. You love warm hugs. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted your wonderful transition. I said a Disney reference. You don't know any of that stuff.
no, I know who Olaf is. It's the
Sorry.
snowman.
Yes, he is a snowman. I'm assuming you don't want to build a snowman. All right, tell me about your song.
Okay, what we have here is something completely different than what we just heard. Night and day different. This is Arch Enemy. You will know my name.
This is the most positive song title you've had yet.
Oh, I can't wait for you to hear it then.
Is it because you know my name because my life's terrible and I'm going to kill you?
No.
Okay, all right.
No. All I can say is buckle up and buckle up.
All right.
This is something I like listening to. I don't, well, I'll save my commentary for afterwards.
And I'll save my commentary for the entire thing.
I know you will.
Yep, I can't help it. Are you ready?
I am so ready for this one.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play. All right, there's the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
That's down tuned, isn't it?
I
Nice.
honestly don't know what tuning they use. I have no idea.
Sounds like drop C so far. Now we're building up. What are we building to, Michael? Come on, I want to be excited. Oh, that was a good use of a pause.
This kicks so much, man. This is so.
Oh, that's a female vocal.
Oh yes.
I don't know what she's saying. Music's fine so far.
You can't understand them, man?
So here's my question. How are you gonna get into something if you can't make out what in God's name she's saying?
I can.
Nope. I think she said something about wanting a cheeseburger or something. Oh, silence. I heard that. I could use more of that right now. Well, your streak ends this week, pal. The music behind it is really good.
Oh yeah.
It's getting ruined by this woman who's... I don't know what's happening to her. It sounds like she's having an exorcism.
Oh, I totally dig this, man. It fits.
So you can't stand Manson's voice, but this woman sounds like she's gargling razor blades for fun.
Well, there's reasons why I can't stand Manson.
Yeah, well, he's a pervert.
That's
he's
probably
harmony,
has
that's
to do
good.
with it.
I kind of wanna make her stop talking. Is there an instrumental version of this? Oh, I can even hear the bass too. Great. I like how the rhythm changed right there. This has been the best part of the song so far, because she's not in it.
You spoke too soon.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to ignore it. Oh, he's doing the climb. Kind of has a little bit of an 80s feel to it.
Yeah, I love those toms, man.
That's good snare build-up. Oh, ruined. Wow, she's the worst vocalist at all. I'd rather take the 80s. I'd rather take the 80s over her. Yep, bring Striper back.
Now you're just you're just overreacting at this point.
Nope. I'll take Striper all day long over this lady. No offense to her. For those who like that stuff, I can't say nice things about you because it's just awful. I'm sorry. Like, you can't even enjoy it. I can't even... That's what it sounds like to me.
Okay, so the growl, vocals like that. Typically, I do prefer a balance. The growl with clean, what I would refer to as a clean vocalist, kind of like what we saw with "As I Lie Dying," right? This one, I don't have to have that clean vocalist here because I can actually understand her
How?
through and through.
She needs translation. She needs closed caption. She needs it put on the bottom of the screen.
Dude, no.
I'm sorry. She reminds me of when they have people from Ireland who are like really deep in Ireland and they still need everything kind of translated at the bottom, or like the Gallaghers. Oasis. When I had you listen to Oasis a hot minute ago, and sometimes they needed translation because they were just so ridiculously rip roaring hammered that you can't understand a word they're saying. That's what it's like. I have the lyrics in front of me now. I heard silence. I didn't hear tear down your perfect world, your perfect lies. Like,
What? Dude,
Nope.
no.
and I
Absolutely.
No, you did not.
Yes,
Just-
I did.
Maybe you did because you've heard it a million times and you know what to listen for. But this, you can't. No, you cannot. Like, my ears are close to being in physical pain for that. I feel so bad because there's good music behind it, The drummer kept time very well. Wasn't inventive, but he kept time. The guitars I thought were really good.
Yeah,
Even the lead parts were good. Again, not always my cup of tea, like you like to say, but
I'll
you know
grant you
what?
that.
They were good. I can appreciate good. I heard the bass. A lot of times we don't hear the bass. I heard the
Yeah.
bass. Unfortunately, I heard those vocals because they were front and center in the mix, and that's one of those times we need to take those vocals and they can go to the back of the bus, Bertha, and that's where they should belong because they were awful. They were absolutely. Why does this band not have two vocalists? Or they can fire the woman and get somebody else, I don't care what they are, to be able to get in there and actually sing the stuff. Because if you want people to really relate to you, you can't just be like, "Those talking all I want to be, it's all I've ever known." Like, that's not. In what world is that palatable? You know what she needed there? She needed gang vocals, right? I would have taken the rest of that band, who probably can't sing because you don't hear their voices. They should have muted her and did all these in gang vocals, and it would have sounded better.
No, man. No, I think this fits the style of music they're going for, the genre, the song itself. It fits the attitude that they're going for. It fits.
This shit, Mike. I'm sorry.
I don't know how you can't understand what they were saying because I could.
Nope. And I listen to a lot of funky stuff sometimes where I can't really, like, you really got to work at it. It's a chore. But this, and I'm sorry for the profanity earlier, but this is it's not good. It's not good. There's no other words I can use right now because I'm not going to remember to edit them out when I bring this back. But music wise, fine. Vocals, worst thing you've showed me. Please don't show me anything like this ever again.
So you're telling me, Auto Cure is fine now?
I would take those vocals over her.
Striper.
Yep, I would take Striper's vocals. Whatever other songs, the Top Gun soundtrack song you sent me, the yep, any of them. Even As I Lay
Wow.
Dying. Yep,
Wow.
yep, any of them. That was no redeeming quality at all. The fact that this is going to show up on my YouTube feed now for the next week and a half is going to really irritate me because I'm going to have to hear her voice when I have to go put this in and post production to mix this thing. Like, I'm so mad that I have to listen to this ridiculous thing again and have to listen to it all the way through, and there's just no escape. Like,
So are you telling me I finally got my revenge on Nine Inch Nails?
no, this just makes it worse for you going forward. I'm telling you right now because I'm not very happy right now. This was just, you've never wasted my time. That's pretty close to wasting my time. Like, if you can't, like, that was not even dramatic. That was bad. And you're not usually like that. So I'm really surprised that you like listening to the human version of a garbage disposal trying to do some alleged vocals. I just want to know who produced this album, because if you can go into a studio and that's passable to be put on a major label release, then I will go and, "Do you see me now? Do you feel me now? You will know my game." Look, I'm rich. I'm absolutely rich because I just did the exact same thing. Except I was intelligible. I actually knew what words I was saying there. Her, I can't understand. And I feel bad about saying that about anybody. But that was just,
that's cold, man. That's cold even for you, man. That's cold.
mm-hmm.
I
I'm telling you how I feel.
fine. Oh, no, and that's what we're looking for. The authentic Ryan response.
Yeah. And
I'm just-
it's
I'm
pretty
just-
authentic, but there's still children in the household, so I can't be as authentic as I'd really like to be at this point. And I don't think I have the technical ability to edit out what I'd be saying.
It would just be a long beep.
Yep. I already got two in,
This
I already got two in here I have to remember. And I'm trying really hard not to make it 6 or 7. So I already feel guilty about that. I apologize. So, who was the guy who did that? Oh, Lord, I apologize. Is that Larry the Cable Guy?
Maybe.
I think so. Anyways, so Mike has proven that his taste in music is indeed as awful as that woman's voice. I hope that the next time we're together, he's able to bring something that cannot damage my ear canal in a way that can be construed as unconstitutional. He talked about
All I can say,
He talked
all,
about war crimes on ears for the other stuff. Uh, Nope, nope. You have no, nope. I don't want to hear it anymore because that was the worst. That was the absolute worst. That was like the end of a loaf of bread. Bad. Like that was just that was not good. That was sour milk bad. That was just
so of the 24 years you've known me, you would say then that this is the worst thing I've ever sent you?
it's pretty close. I'd have to really think about it, but that voice was
Remember, remember, I've sent you some stuff I've done with me on the drums.
yep. Out of time guitars, out of time drums. But you know what? That wasn't as offensive to me as gargling razor blades with battery acid with some chunky salsa in the middle. Like that's what that sounded like to me. It was just I, like how does anybody who lives within a 1,500 foot radius of you not come over, knock on your door, say, "Excuse me, are you listening to that the god awful garbage?" and not bash your head in because Michael, it's bad. That was really bad. I'm sorry. That was bad. My appreciation for you runs deep. You've been a wonderful friend all these years, but that's bad. That's not like you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want to be like no.
Well,
I have
there's a part of me deep down inside that's actually very happy right now because I feel like I finally got some closure on Nine Inch Nails.
yeah. Well, your next session is now just turned into a world of pain. You know what? There's actually stuff I listen to that has no talent, and I'd be glad to share it with you now. And I hope it's offensive, and I hope it ruins your weekend.
Oh,
And
you mean you're gonna send me another Metallica song?
ooh, I might move them up now. Mm-hmm. You did
Do you
it.
like do you like how I put that in quotes, by the way?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to
Because there's
edit
some
that out.
because it's metal. It's Metallica.
Yeah, I don't care about the metal in Metallica because here's your hot take for you. I don't like Injustice for All. You know what?
You
I'm not
take
supposed to say that
them
as a
fine
Metallica
ones.
fan.
Them fine ones. You take them back.
Nope, I do not. I don't hear any bass in it. I think that they were just totally playing this to try to say that they were able to play something that's complicated. And there's two songs on there that I would listen to over and over again, and that's it. And if you have two songs out of nine, nope, not good enough for me. Sorry. I know it's a hot take and everything, but it's just not. What's not a hot take is how much this track is just absolutely terrible. And I will now. Well, you know what? The song name did it credit. You know what? I'll give you the title because I will know Arch Enemy's name now as the band I will forever, never ever reach out to listen to until the end of time. I don't even care if they get a new vocalist at this point. They have burned me so bad with this gigantic audio dumpster fire that I would never want to listen
Hey,
to
hey,
them
hey, hey,
ever
hey.
again.
No need to use, no need to call it Nine Inch Nails. It's okay. Calm down.
On that note, luckily for me, I have the button that stops this stuff. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm super excited that we got to share this moment together, and
Oh
it just
yes.
reminds me that I need to go to bed. And it needs to happen
Now you need a
now.
Snickers and you need to go to bed.
All right. Next time, Michael's going to be mad. He's going to be. There's no choice about it now. The
I
gloves are off.
mean, ooh.
So, if he thinks Metallica featuring Ja Rule is bad, I got some stuff that's going to make him want to vomit. And I hope he does, because the flooding in his town he just had a couple weeks ago is going to be nothing compared to the flood of tears and vomit and everything else going to come out of him with these next couple of songs I'm going to show him. So,
Man, you really wore up by that.
I really can't stand this vocalist was just absolute terrible garbage crap. Anything else you can. Anyways, I would love to stay and talk more, but I have to go. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. We'll be back soon enough for another episode. I'm Ryan.
I'm Michael.
And I'm mad, and we're out. Wash your hands.